After a weekend of violence across Austin, police arrested a 17-year-old and detained a 15 and 16-year-old in connection to the shooting spree. In Texas, that age matters.
For purposes of the criminal justice system in Texas, once you turn 17, you're an adult.
That's why the 17-year-old has been identified as Christian Mondragon, while the other two remain protected under juvenile law. But that doesn't necessarily mean the younger teens won't face consequences.
Depending on the severity of the charges, what their role was in the case, if they have any prior history, then the juvenile court does have, some wiggle room as far as how they will handle it.
Juvenile defense attorney Katie Bortz says in more serious cases, a juvenile can be tried as an adult.
The juvenile court process could decide that they're going to certify the child as an adult, and they could be transferred to the adult court.
Otherwise, the case would stay inside the juvenile justice system.
The juvenile process is really more focused on rehabilitation, and so versus a more punitive process, when it comes to adults.
And turning 17 doesn't automatically mean a teenager walks free. Bort says some juveniles can receive what's called a determinate sentence, meaning they could start their time in the juvenile system, then be transferred into the adult system once they get older.
So they could have part of their sentence in the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, which is the prison system for kids, and then when they get older, then they could ultimately be either put on parole as an adult, or they could be sent to the adult prison system.
Other juveniles could receive an indeterminate sentence where they stay in the juvenile justice system until they complete certain programs or treatments.
It really is for the child to complete the phases of the programs. So it could go fast, depending on how well they do, or it could drag out.
That rehabilitation can include mental health treatment, substance abuse programs, and therapy.
If the juvenile system really works, they can learn, they can get the resources, they can get the support that they need, and move forward and be productive citizens.
But some law enforcement leaders argue the current system isn't doing enough to stop repeat offenders.
We see the same juvenile offenders stealing cars over and over again, and then they also commit violent crime.
Austin Police Association President Michael Bullock says many young offenders know they likely won't face the same level of punishment as an adult.
A lot of them have become aware that not much happens until maybe you're 17 and you can be tried as an adult.
He says there has to be accountability.
There's a lot of things that absolutely they can be rehabilitated. They're learning lessons, like they are kids to a degree. But then guns, stealing, shooting sprees, we have to be willing to draw the line somewhere, even if you're a juvenile.